Hi friends, hope and pray you are well. So it is December of 2021 and we're in the middle of the month and just kind of talking about stories about light. Uh, Now I know I came across a story, I think it was Jeff Strite who shared it, of a woman who many years ago, when she was 4 years old, she contracted measles. And this lady's name is Rose Crawford, by the way. Want to make sure I give credit. And for 50 years, she was visually impaired. She was blind. Well, in 1972, she found out that she could potentially have an eye operation and get her eyesight back. So she did some research and eventually she went into the hospital. I believe it was in Toronto, Canada. And afterwards, she was able to see again. In fact, she'd already been married. I think it was 23 years at that point. And when she first saw her husband, she realized, she thought he was tall, but didn't realize he was a giant. And it was interesting to see there's actually a picture of her on her bedside where she's looking at flowers that one of the nurses or the techs had brought in to help her understand and see what colors were. And so, what a time for her to be, in some ways, starting all over again. You know, being blind for over 50 years, so she would have been about 54. Well, what's kind of sad though as well, that by the time I think she had the operation in 1972, there were people who were having procedures on their eyes as early as 20 years earlier before. Now imagine when she was in her 30s, if she'd had that same procedure done. Imagine what her life would have been like had she had that operation earlier. At some point, she kind of, I think she just felt like why try to bother anymore? She didn't ask questions. She kind of just thought, okay, this is it. And I want to ask that same question in our faith is, do we sometimes just kind of give up? Do we stop trying? When adversity hits, when we have questions that we can't find answers, do we just kind of mail it in? Or do we ask questions, try to find answers, try to find new light to be shed, that we can have a better understanding of our faith, of our world around us, of the church? And so I just want to continue to encourage you. Sometimes when, it it can be challenging. Don't give up. Always continue as you pray, as you study, and as you have conversations where you have questions. Continue to try to find answers. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Somebody that and this is just life in general, not just faith, but in life in general. When you don't understand something, don't be afraid to ask questions and find information. And may help you to be a better informed person, but especially that of faith. May God bless you. May the light shine upon you. And have a great week. We'll see you soon. God bless.